What's up YouTube? My name is Edwin Garcia and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about the Korg Gadget app on your Nintendo Switch. Let's get into it. So what Korg Gadget is a music creation app. It's a digital audio workstation, or DAW for short, that works on your Nintendo Switch. With this app, you can make music and even do some sound design work using just Korg Gadget on your Nintendo Switch. Korg Gadget was originally an iOS app for iPhone and iPad, but this version was made specifically for the Nintendo Switch. It has less features than the iOS, but it's been optimized for Switch, so you don't need anything but your Nintendo Switch to get the best experience from it. Korg Gadget has 16 gadget instruments for you to make music with. It has synthesizers, drum machines, and all gadgets have plenty of adjustable parameters so you can tinker with the sounds to improve them to your liking. So by buying Korg Gadget on your Nintendo Switch, you are fully ready to make music. When you use other DAWs, yes, they have more features, but they are more complicated to use and expensive to buy. Also, the included virtual instruments, or VSTs, most DAWs have for free are pretty bad. In fact, I'd say Korg Gadgets, which is the word they use instead of VSTs, are far superior than anything that comes natively with any other DAWs on PCs. Yes, there are plenty of free VSTs that probably work just as good as Korg Gadget's 16 gadgets, but you have to download them, and that can be a little more complicated and intimidating for a beginner. Korg Gadget also has some DLC. For $20, you can get a few drum machines that are Sega Genesis inspired, and they're not something that I have purchased or really want to purchase. I'm not the biggest fan of DLC. I don't really like the idea of it, and I don't think I can ever remember using it unless it already came with a game where I got like the Ultimate Edition or something like that. I just usually don't buy DLC, and I haven't purchased or used the DLC for Korg Gadget, so I can't really give you any insight into that, but it's something to keep in mind if you really want that Sega Genesis, drum machine kind of aesthetic and style. Maybe it's something worth buying. Overall, I really like Korg Gadget on Nintendo Switch. I think it's an incredible music creation app for beginners, or even just your hobbyist, the person who likes music a lot and wants to be a part of it more than just listening. I think buying the Korg Gadget app is a perfect purchase for any beginner or hobbyist. In my opinion, it's easier to use than any DAW that you can think of that would cost any bit of money. So if you're interested in this, if you're thinking about it, if you're debating it, trust me, just go ahead and purchase it. It's $50, which might seem like a lot for an app, but it's definitely extremely cheap for a DAW, for any kind of music creation tool, and it's extremely useful. I really think if you're already on the fence and you're watching this video, just go ahead and make the purchase. You're not going to regret it. Now, for a more experienced, more professional musician or sound designer like myself, I still enjoy using the Korg Gadget app on Switch. I think it's an incredible tool, and I like when something kind of puts me in a box where I'm limited to these 16 gadgets, these 16 instruments, and I have to tinker away and only use those and not, use anything else. I have so many tools, so many pianos and MIDIs and VSTs and synthesizers and all types of effects that I can use. So just putting myself in that box, I find it kind of opens me up creatively, because then I can say, okay, no pressure. I'm just using the Korg Gadget app on Switch. What can I do? Let's go. And every time I've done that, I've made something cool, made something fun, kind of broke out of whatever monotony I was in, and it was always a rewarding and fun experience. So if that sounds like an experience you'd like to have, I recommend picking up the Korg Gadget app on your Nintendo Switch. Now, there are a lot of great tutorials out there for you if you want to get started and you've purchased it. I'm going to link them below, and I'm also going to make my own tutorial video here on my YouTube channel so you can see the ways that I think are best to start with the app and get used to it and kind of start a baseline of knowledge with it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.